Hello, it's Jules and Lorraine from Our Crafty Home,
Hi there.
and we're really excited about this set here because it's a Lego set. And we want to do an unboxing and just explore this set a little bit because um, we knew about this set. It was released in May of 2020 and it retired fairly quickly in November 2023. So it's been retired almost 2 years. And it's kind of funny because then people sort of forget about it. We purchased it, and this is where you got to go scrounging around. We purchased it brand new for the issue cost, even though the price has gone up already about a third, 33%, according to the Brick Economy site. So we know it's gone up a lot. We were able to buy it at a good price, and for a brand new set, it's pretty good. Um, Facebook Marketplace, nice place to check out stuff, and that's where we bought this set. So we're excited. We're going to do it for Halloween here, and we thought we'd do an unboxing today. Then we'll show you the progress as we go along. You'll see some of the progress, but right now the exploring of the set is the most fun. So we're going to do that. And by the way, that's the front part here you see, and the back part. Take a look at that. That's all the detail that's sitting there in the back part. There's quite a bit of detail in there. So we're really excited about it. It's got little stories in here as well. Um, this set came out as the Fairground Collection, Lego called it. So I think it was meant to show the Disney Fairground Collection. And so there you go. And it's big. This is a big set, actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think there's over 3,000 and something pieces.
yeah, there's
3,231 pieces.
Yeah, so it's set 10273 and it has the 3231. So it's got quite a bit of pieces in there and a bunch of minifigs as well. I think there's a box part here that shows all the minifigs that are in here. If we turn it around, you'll see there's the minifigs. See that? Hey, there they are. And there's some ghosts on
There's a
the end.
lot of minifigs in this kit.
Skeleton, ghosts. Look at that. All the characters. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this guy, this big boy. Kind of sad in a way when you have to unbox, but you know what? Hey,
It is what
gets
it
to be
is.
enjoyed. So that's what we're going
There
to
you
do.
go.
And enjoy it. So yeah, we're going to open it up, and you're going to explore this with us, like you just found this find, and you're now looking at this big box. So there's the big box. Now you can see, okay, I'm seeing just what you're seeing. Okay, so there's another box right here inside, and there's stuff in there, bags. So we're going to go through these bags and see what's there. I'm sure the booklet is probably in here. So let's take a look at that.
Oh, there are a lot of parts.
The big set. So
Yeah, there's
this is an exciting thing when you get a big Lego set like this. There is tons and tons of parts. Okay, look at this.
I'll just
Look at
empty it
this.
out here.
Does that look like fun or does that look like fun? Okay, so
That.
you take that
Thank
one
you.
and let's open. Okay, so we're going to move these guys over a little bit. Okay. Now, just a little bit of detail too, I'll read you from Brick Economy. It says, so Lego 10273, the Haunted House, was a 3,231 piece icon set with 10 minifigs released in 2020. It features a detailed haunted house with a working free fall ride, automatic doors, and haunted first doors. It opens up for easy exploration and can be motorized with Lego powered up components. Okay, we don't have those powered up components. You can always get that later on. Like I said, it was released in 2020 and it retired November 2023, right after Halloween 2023. So that's about it. And it's been going up in value, but we got it at the issue price. Sometimes you just watch. You don't get desperate. You just sort of say, well, if it ever comes up for this price, maybe I'll get it.
And I always wanted this one when it first came out too, the haunted house, because of the colors, and I really like that sage green. So, and then the functionality too. So, of the little elevator, and thought it was really nice.
So look how thick the book is. It's truly a book. Manual. It's a manual.
How many pages to it?
It's giant. Look at this thing. I don't know. It's got a lot of pages. See that? We're going to read the first part just so you can see sort of what's there. But you can see this is a big, big book.
Yeah, and there's a lot of those Technic pieces. So
Yeah, you're going to have all kinds of pieces here.
yeah.
It's a big book. Yeah, look at that, eh? So it shows the completion here of what the set looked like. Yeah, there's Manor von Baron. Just reading some of this stuff. Manor von Baron is a spooky haunted house themed park ride. It was home to Samuel von Baron, one of the world's greatest villains. He traveled the globe in search of ancient artifacts to steal for his collection. But perhaps he stole too much. After von Baron snatched the Rigu ruby, Pharaoh Hotep cursed his manor for 1,000 generations. Enter if you dare. And then it says, read the full story on lego.com/haunted house. So if anybody wants to read that little story, they can.
So that's really nice.
Yeah.
Look
Manor
at
von
that.
Baron. And then there's a story that goes with this all inside here. So we're just going to show you, how many pieces are in each of the sections. For example, what they do is they show you what you'll be completing. So for example, this bottom part is bags 1 through 6. Okay, for that. So let's just do that. Let's see how easy that is. Let's line them all up here. Because we got to get them organized as well. So we're going to show you these. You can see there's lots of parts. See what we got here.
There's 5.
Okay. There's another 5 and another 6.
Do
Okay.
you have more?
Okay, so there's one. So what we do is we take them out and we put them on trays so that the parts are all ready to roll. We put the number and then the parts, and then we put them on these plastic trays, and then we're able to go and
So
start
we
it.
stack up our trays. I think we've got about 10 trays and we stack them up, eh?
So there's 1,
And we just go through it.
2, and you can see they're varying sizes of these bags. That's 2. We have some base plates here. Now, what I do with mine, usually the buildings, depending on how the base looks, is I may build a Mills plate. And a Mills plate is more support. So I'm going to look at the base of this, and I maybe put a Mills plate on it. So in other words, what we're doing is we're building it up a little bit, and then we're building the whole thing on top of it. And then you've got much bigger, stronger base to move it around. And I think I'm going to do that because I noticed they just have a thin plate on here. So that's
Yes.
something I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
See, these are the type of plates. So I may be doing that as well. Here's the big plates in the bottom I see. See these?
They're quite thin, eh?
Yeah, that's going to be your base. And they're fairly thin. So I'm really, really tempted to do the Mills plate on here. And I
Yeah.
probably will.
Yeah.
So, and Lorraine's encouraged me and say, yeah, you better do it.
Yeah, because not only that, but we'll probably bring it upstairs for our Halloween display.
There's three. Three. Let's get four. So sometimes you'll have like, here's four. And then four also has a smaller one. See, so those are both four. And then five. Here's five. And then six. Oh, there's another three. See? Little ones. So that was part of three.
That's for all the little mini pieces.
See? And then a five. There's a five here as well. So there's two fives and then a big six.
Yeah.
So that's that part. This will complete all of this. I think what we'll do is we'll show you once we've done these component parts, and then you can sort of look at what it looks like. I've got to build this Mills plate, it looks like, so that we have the whole thing. It's not a simple Mills plate because it's not like a square or a rectangle. There's a side part that comes out here. So I'll have to just look at that and see how to build that. The second big grouping is parts 7 to 12. See, and that will build that part right there. That's 7 to 12. So let's take a look at those. Oh, 7, 7. There's 7. That's a pretty big bag. 7. There's 8. There's 8. 9. There's 9. 10. 10's a big bag. Some of them you're going to get really big bags with lots of parts. So that's 10. And there's 11. Okay. And now, like over here, there's 12. There's 12. So that's the second group. That gets you to that part of the building. And then get to finish it off. So here's what that looks like right there. So you can see what it looks like when it's all finished off. Minifigs are there, see? And that is 13 to 18. So let's take a look at 13. So there's 13. Wow, there's a lot of bags. 13, 14. Oops, another 13. Look at that. 2 big bags of 13. And sometimes some of the minifigs will be in some of the bags, so you're building some minifigs along the way too. So anyway, that's there. 18, 17, 18, 15. Okay.
15. You've got 14 over
Got
there.
14. Okay, here's 15. A pretty big bag. 16 is again in two bags. One bigger bag and a smaller bag. So that's 16. And 17 is quite a large bag. 17, another bag. And 18 is 2 bags as well. We get to finish off with 18 here. And a small bag, like Lorraine said, small parts. Manor von Baron. I see the little plaque on the bottom here. So that's kind of cool. There's 18.
So I just wanted to show, these are the trays that we use. And like I said, we have roughly around 10 of them. So what we do is, let's say for bag number 1, we'll put all the parts on here. And then we'll do bag number 2, and we just stack the trays up and we start going to it. So yeah, that's our wonderful, I call them the surgical trays.
So like I said, I'm going to have to take a look at this because we want to start, when you start building on these, okay, so here's where you're going to start building. You can see they're already showing you on the first instruction where you're opening bag 1, they're already showing you these plates. See that? So those plates there, they want you to start building on it, but this may be the top of a Mills plate. In other words, you're going to be building some support underneath here. And that way, when you really do get started on these, you have them supported much better. You'll be able to move it around because we do move around we've got quite a few of these buildings. So this is one that I can see. It's tall. This is going to be pretty big.
Yeah, and heavy because of the technique.
So it's definitely going to need a support.
Yeah.
So that's going to be something that I got to first work on before I start building on top of it. And but we're excited about it. Like Lorraine said, she had her eye on this way back then, 2020. Yeah. We just felt, we were doing other things and buying other stuff. So, you have your priorities and then you kind of wait. And all of a sudden, we're like 5 years later, and I see it on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy had it for its original issue price. And anybody who knows Lego knows they go up in value pretty quickly. This set, like I said, had gone up already 33%. So he had it at the original price. So we were excited when we saw that.
And it almost looks like this lights up.
Yeah,
because it has batteries included. So
yeah, there's going to be that.
Looking forward to that. Plus, it has sort of like the stained glass look. So that'll look nice.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of, and like I said, the book is really, really nice. So, let's see. It's thick. I don't know how many pages, but it's a lot. And it's like a big booklet,
And you can also get your instructions online if you didn't have the book. But because this was a sealed set, we knew the book was in there.
And that's the stained glass look Lorraine was talking about. Right here.
Very nice.
Yeah, and they also, Lego does this with a lot of their sets. They have these little automation where you can automate, so little motors. And these are, it can be added at any point in time to give it some mechanical, especially the mechanical things that you crank. A lot of things with Lego, you crank them, but if you get these little motors, you can run them, and it's kind of cool. So we'll see about that in the future. But for now, got lots to do with this set. So we're gonna try to give you the progress as I showed you in here when we get to those different points, and you'll be able to see the completion of this set. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining us, and take care.
Yes, thanks so much for viewing. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I wanted to show you guys, because once I start building, and Lorraine and I start building, I talked about Mills plates. So what we're doing here is we're building some of the base up. You can see the thickness here. So what we've got is plates that we gathered up. And on the other side, of course, there's bricks that cover where these seams are. so that way it's solid. So you can see this is a solid piece, so it's going to be building it on a solid part. So these guys, which are all the base, are going to be really solid. And then now we're building, see, and this is sort of, these two are wings and they will hinge out. So they're separate. But this base part here is actually two of the plates. So where you can see how the Mills plate starts, you start building all around the perimeter, and then on the insides you put more bricks there, and then on top you can then place your other guys on top. So just wanted to show you how Mills plating works with the Lego, and we do that with all our buildings so we can move them around when we want to. So just wanted to share that with you. Okay, thank you.